Now here's an opportunity for us to reimagine a world where we can have the faith that nothing is impossible.
The best thing that we could do for a homeless person, if it's possible, is reconnect them with their families, because that's usually where all the damage was done. That's where there was a break in something about the family structure. Of course, we know that it's not possible to help everybody reconnect with family, but it's possible to help a lot of people just simply by asking them, do you have somebody back there that we can talk to, a family member or a close friend that could possibly offer you shelter? I think it's really cool when you can really help somebody that can't help themselves. And then you create a path for them that all of a sudden they start having a few good days, and then they start having some better days, and then they start having some best days. And when you see that joy on their face that I'm starting another chapter in my life, and this is going to be a good one. And as we've seen on the beach and on the streets in Santa Monica, that by working with the homeless, you begin to realize that the homeless are just like we are. It's not us and them, it's just us. When we all are challenged, we all are inspired. We all say, what's my part? What can I do? And then we believe. There's something about believing that you can make a difference. And all of a sudden, these doors start to open where you actually can make a difference. As the community does become even more activated than they are now, that will turn the tide on homelessness, and that we'll see homelessness shrink, especially in Santa Monica and hopefully in other places too, as people begin to embrace these ideas.
Our vision is to help provide every youth with the opportunities that they need to become successful so that they can actually reach their full potential. We provide case management to all of our youth who actually are in need, and they all have varying needs. We meet them where they are, physically and emotionally and mentally. We want to help them get back on their feet. We want them to be contributing members of our society. When I see them take that, what for them a giant step, is amazing, and I just want to do more. I want more to succeed. We have a youth now who came from camp, who's stuck with us. He got his bachelor's in social work, and he finished and said, I want to give back. So we hired him on as a counselor. Now, there's nothing better than a sort of peer mentor, somebody who's been there, who's been through the system, who knows what it's like. And when I see him working with some of the youth we have now, it's amazing. Most people don't know that it costs $247,000 to incarcerate one youth for 1 year. So with those numbers, it adds up. It's thousands, and this happens year after year after year, which is why we're here, which is why we do what we do. We are trying to stop the cycle. We're catching them when they're still a youth. The coalition's goal is to work with these youths to build their lives so that they can go back and build their families and have an impact and build the greater community.
I think one of the primary roles of a city, of a church, to make sure that anyone that enters into our city, anyone that enters into our community of St. Monica's, feels welcome, feel that they're a part of us, feel they're part of a family. And I think if we start there, we have a great opportunity to make a difference, not only in this city, but in their lives and in this world. But if you really are a compassionate person, if you're feeling with people, you're trying to understand them, you get to understand them. And I think by doing that, it gives us an opportunity to carry on a dialogue with people, journeying with people, walking with people, trying to create a compassionate, safe community where everyone is welcome, where everyone can feel that they're a part of the invitation to the table, and where everyone has the opportunity to do our best to try to understand the people we serve. That's what I love about St. Monica. We're not all one community. We're a messy community with a whole variety of understandings and circumstances and even beliefs, and yet somehow join together at that table, trying to respect each other, honor each other, and then give people the mission to go out and make a difference in this world. One of the things that I think is important and is an ingredient in the whole issue of compassion and caring for people is that it also helps us. When we are generous and giving and supportive and do our best to try to understand people, walk with people, feel with people. But there's a joy in that, but it also, I think, helps us to see that when we help people, we learn from them as they learn from us. The best way for us to understand really what is the state of this city is to go out and to talk to the people of our city, to listen to the people of our city, to feel with the people of our city. And in the process of doing that, I think we will come to know who we are, what this city is, and what the state of this city is for us today.